trail. He's helping me with my hike, and I am ready to leave from Appalachian State Park Lodge. Okay, and I'm off.
Don't go so fast, Marianne. I don't want to fall on my ass. Okay? Yeah, I think so too.
As I began walking the Appalachian Trail, I have met some of the most wonderful people. I began to fall in love with the hiker community, and here's an example of one. Thought I'd vlog an update. I have just arrived, well, I'm almost there, at the Linfoot Inn, and I started at 1:30 this afternoon after lunch with my husband at the Appalachian Lodge, and I'm exhausted. So this is day one, and I am going to get to the, we're not allowed to use phones. It's supposed to be internet free, so I thought I'd vlog before I went in and let you know how I'm doing on day one. So I hiked the falls this morning, had lunch with my husband, and then at 1:30 I started for the hike in for the Linfoot Inn, and I was supposed to be here an hour ago at 5 o'clock, but I didn't make it, but that's okay. I will get my trail legs. They're coming. I just know it. All right, over and out. I thought I'd stop and talk for a minute to do an update of where I am. This is day 2. I'm on the approach trail. So I took the hike in trail to the Linfoot Lodge. I spent the night, and then it was an hour coming out to meet back up with the approach trail. So I'm on the approach trail. I'm about a mile away from the top of Springer. It's a nice day. It's cool. It's nice because you don't get all wet from sweat. Now let's see if I can turn around and show you what's on a smooth section of the trail. I have to say, I'm not used to these kind of hills, not coming from Michigan, but I'm getting used to it. And at the Linfoot, I was so exhausted, and I didn't know how I was going to recover. My legs were hurting and everything else, but when I woke up in the morning, I felt good. I was fine, so I think this is going to be okay. A little ways past the Appalachian Trail marker, I came to the Springer Mountain Shelter, and I didn't get any videos of that, but I wanted to speak about it a little bit. Talk about an introduction to sleeping in a shelter. When I arrived at that shelter, the wind was picking up. It was around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and the winds were piercing. They were so fast and furious and cold. And what happened was they blew and blew and blew, and I don't think anyone in the shelter could sleep, or the people that were tenting. They blew so hard that eventually, we heard creaking. There's a loft and noises up in the upper parts of the shelter, and then there was this huge thump. Actually, I believe it was an oak tree, about a 10-inch diameter branch that was about 15 feet long, fell right on top of the shelter, slid off, and came very close to hitting a tent camper. What an introduction, huh? I don't think and then it began to rain. It began to rain. Once the rain stopped, the winds went away. It felt warmer. It might just be because of the wind stopped. I don't think anyone fell asleep before 2 or 2:30 in the morning, even though we all went to bed by 7. And of course, we were up at 6:30 to see the beautiful sunrise. But I just needed to mention that. I didn't get any pictures of it or a video of it, but I couldn't let it go by without making some mention of it. So I haven't videoed for a couple days, and I thought I'd show you where I am, get you caught back up again. This is actually day 4 for me, and I lost my stick pick, so now the vlogging's gonna be right in your face. But anyway, I'm at a pretty amazing site. I actually skipped some miles. I may have to go back and catch those up, but my husband refused to drive on Forest Service roads anymore. But I wound up freezing my water filter. So I needed to get another water filter, and since I was aching and moaning and groaning, I decided to stay off the trail for a day and sleep in a comfortable bed and do some recovery. And actually, I'm really glad I did, because I feel a lot better. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you where I'm at. He dropped me off at Woody Gap. So that means that I missed some miles. He refuses to drive on the Forest Service roads anymore. They're just really hard on our car. So I'm going to turn this around and show you what it looks like. I don't know if I can do justice to this. There is a hill up there behind those trees. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm on the trail right here, and I'm getting ready to do some climbing up a little bit more. And then if I look this way, you can see the mountain goes down, down, down. You can almost see the grade of it as it slips down. So you see the grade of it as it goes up. This is where it came from. I gotta turn it up. It's really beautiful. It's a rainy, foggy day today, but the temperatures are really, really nice for hiking. And so I will put this away. I'm on day 4. I took day 3 off. And yeah, okay. Good morning. This is day 6. Wind chill, 25 degrees. I'm pretty cold. Oh, I thought I'd show you. Yesterday it rained for 26 hours straight. And I was confined to my tarp tent, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So this is the tarp tent that I made, and it's not hanging in there as well as it should. It fell apart on me in the middle of the night. I really can't sit up in it. So I've decided that, I made this a few years ago, that this is not going to be the tent for me. Let's see if I can get some distance here. You can see it. That's the back side. The back side's shorter than the front side. So I have ordered a new tent. It'll be in a couple days. But I will say, it kept me dry. Well, we had one little leak. But I can't sit up in it. I had to lay down. So for the last, I took a 0 day in it. Yeah, I'm ready to swap out tents. So this is the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have a scenic view. I'm on my way to Woods Hole Shelter. I'm at 3,200 feet about, and found a lookout spot. So here I have summited Blood Mountain. Elevation 4,442 feet. It is the highest mountain in Georgia. Yeah, happy to be here. This is the top of Blood Mountain. The wind is blowing, but I just have to prove that I've been here at 3,444. So this is where I came from. I'm coming down Blood Mountain. It's all rocks, and they put the white lines right on the rocks. So I'm on a spot where I can see all the way around. It's pretty amazing. You can also see the next white blaze. A welcome sight. I have made it to mountain crossings at Neil Gap. And now I'm off for a couple of zeros with my husband. It's all about recovery.